I continued squatting by the woman's remains, turning halfway so I could see him out of the corner of my eye. "I'll let the coroner have at it." Roscoe picked odd times to smile. Like now, for instance. "Not so much as a driver's license, huh?" "Nope, but I don't want to move her before Livesey gets here. I'm sure he'll give her a good going over." Livesey was Tom Livesey, deputy county coroner. "Who do you suppose she is?" "I don't know." I reached out and hooked my index finger over a string of pearls wrapped around her busted neck and gave them a wiggle. A few were spotted with blood. "I'm guessing she's loaded, or she's married to someone who is." Roscoe popped a lid off a can of smoking tobacco and sprinkled a line on cigarette paper. He licked the edge and rolled it, put the end between his lips, flipped open a lighter. The flame danced, and the cigarette tip crackled orange as he inhaled. He doesn't care about this dead woman. He just wants to wrap this up and go home and go back to sleep, I thought as I eyed him puffing. Roscoe had never told me where he lived. He had complained about having to get up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday, but did not mention a wife or any other family. The only fragments I knew came from rare hints he dropped. He offered no clues about his age. I guessed him to be in his late 30s. He once let it slip that he served in the American Expeditionary Force and fought in the Battle of Belleau Wood near the Marne back in June of 1918. That was the most he ever said about himself, and even then, he was spare with the details. He also made a fleeting reference to almost dying of influenza after returning to the States. But he obviously recovered. That was all I knew about Roscoe Lund. Oh, and one other thing. He made it a point to say often, "Goddamn Mormons," or "Mormons sons of bitches, hate 'em all." He would glare at me each time, knowing full well that I had been a lifelong member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He didn't go on the warpath today, though. He stayed focused. In this case, focused for him meant saying, over and over, how much he hated being out here so early on a Saturday morning. I went over to the car to where he sat smoking, opened the back door, and snatched a folding plate camera off the back seat, expanding it like an accordion. "Got a yen for snapping pretty scenery, have we?"